Okay, so tonight for dinner, I am making some loaded baked potato chowder in our deep covered baker. We call it the magic pot because it is a piece of our stoneware. So it's our glazed stoneware on the outside, that really pretty gray. But we call it the magic pot because it really is a one pot dinner making machine. Of course, you can bake in this in the oven, but you can also cook in your microwave with this. And there are one pot meals that you can do in this pot, in the microwave, meat and all, start to finish in 30 minutes or less. So that's why we call it the magic pot. But tonight I'm just doing a loaded baked potato chowder. So what I have in here is about 2.5 pounds of potatoes, russet potatoes, and you can peel them or you don't have to peel them, whatever you want. I peeled them halfway kind of. I peeled them, but I left, if there were eyes, like some in there I couldn't get in the crevices, I left it in. You cut them in half. You line them up here in the baker. Let me grab my little micro grips. You line them up in here just like this, and then you pour 1/2 cup of milk over the top. You microwave them for 11 minutes. You bring it out, you just kind of rearrange the potatoes, lid on, and then go 8 to 11 more minutes in the microwave until the potatoes you can pierce with a fork. That's what you want to be able to do, is be able to pierce them with a fork so that they're done. And we're just going to set those to the side. And then in our classic batter bowl, I just have about 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I softened it a little bit, about 20 seconds just to get it soft, because you want to whip it and get all of those chunks out so it's nice and creamy and smooth. And it's going to have you beat in 3 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. I'm using whole, and I just put in a little bit at a time. And I'm going to kind of stir it just slowly, otherwise you're going to throw it all over the place. And this is our batter bowl. It has measurements on the side. It does up to 8 cups. It has a pour spout. It has a handle. It has a lid. It's glass. It can go in your microwave. It can go in your oven. You can mix in it. It can go in your fridge. It can go in your freezer. It can go in your dishwasher. It's kind of the everything bowl for everyone. You can actually bake in this bowl. You can bake. It's that cake. It's the bowl that people bake that cake in, and then turn it upside down, and Barbie goes in it. You actually have to bake 2 of them, and it's the one you can make the Barbie cake out of, a rocket ship cake, a baseball hat cake, so lots of things. And then we have a 4-cup version of this. It's called the small batter bowl also. So once you get that first milk kind of blended in, then you can just go ahead and put the rest of that in. So that's our cream cheese, that's our milk, and then we're gonna go 2 tablespoons of butter and just pop that in. And then you want to microwave that for about 5 minutes. So we're just going to put that on 5 and let it go. And then in here, we need to mash up our potatoes. Now there's a couple of ways you can do that. You could use a potato masher. We have this, which is our potato masher. Kind of a weird potato masher, right? This is awesome because you're going to squeeze right here, and then this folds out. And that's just so you have a potato masher that stores flat, so it's easy to get your drawer open so that it's not stuck in there and stuck inside your drawer. How cool is that? So there's a meme on Facebook that says I buy a potato masher just so I can stick it in my drawer so I can't get my drawer open. Well, this one, stainless steel, opens up just like that, squeeze right here, goes in like that, dishwasher safe. So you could use that. You could use the mix and chop, the hamburger chopper that you're all talking about. So when you're browning your ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever, you just get down in the skillet as you're frying, and you're doing this. Mix and chop. Mix and chop, and it breaks up that ground beef super, super fine. Now what we've heard from people, everybody loves this. Not quite everybody. There's those few weirdos, maybe that's you, who say, I don't like it because it's hard to clean, because ground beef gets stuck in here. I don't have a problem, it doesn't bother me, but they don't like scrubbing in between here before they throw it in the dishwasher. Or they say, well, I have to dirty 2 spoons, because once you mix and chop, then if you want to scoop your ground meat out of your pan, you have to get another spoon dirty. So we fixed that problem. We came out with the mix and chop spatula. This works exactly like this. So this is beveled and shaped like that mix and chop, and believe me, it works just like that. I wasn't a believer until I got it out and used it. And you get down in and you just do this, and you start mixing and chopping, and you can do that with your mix and chop spatula. But then the nice thing about this is that you can get back down into your ground beef, your ground chicken, ground turkey, whatever, and you see it has holes in it, and you can scoop that ground beef, sorry my nose itches, out and drain it and pick it right up out of your skillet, so you only have one utensil. So for those of you who hated cleaning the mix and chop, the mix and chop spatula, that is right for you. So you just kind of want to coarsely chop up these potatoes is what you're doing. You're not making mashed potatoes, you're just coarsely chopping up those potatoes. That's what we're going to do with this right here. Okay, we'll set that guy to the side. We can finish this actually right inside of here, because really once you have this mixed together, it's supposed to go in here for the 5 to oh, hold on, we got a little issue going on. There we go. For the 5 to 8 minutes, but I totally forgot and I put it back in there, so that's okay. So we'll scrape this out. We're going to give this a little stir around. So really, your cream cheese, your milk, and your butter mixed together, pour it in here with your mushed up potatoes, and then it's going to go back in the microwave for your 5 to 8 minutes, just to kind of re-warm everything. I'm just seeing if I have any big lumps of potatoes that I kind of want mushed out in here, because I don't really want any big lumps of potatoes. And then you're going to add some pepper. And this is just our old version of our pepper grinder and salt grinder. We have a newer version that's silver. This just happens to be the ones that I have sitting next to my stove. So, and then lid back on. It's not very hot anymore. I'm going to put this in. But your magic pot, definitely the one pot wonder. You can do meatloaf in this baby in about 18 to 22 minutes, a 1 pound meatloaf. There's a great meatloaf called South of the Border meatloaf that is delicious, done right in here. You can do pasta dishes. You can cook 1 pound of pasta in chicken broth in 16 minutes, and you don't even have to drain it. The pasta is done, ready to toss with your sauce, ready to go. And using chicken broth flavors your pasta nicely. You could even do half chicken broth and half white wine, and it gives your pasta a really nice flavor for that. You can cook boneless, skinless chicken breasts in here, about 5 minutes per pound, and then you could chop them all up with our salad choppers and have them ready to go for a really wonderful pasta dish, or if you're tossing them with something else, or just eating chicken breast on a salad, you could do that. Ground beef, 6 minutes per pound. At 3 minutes, pull it out and mix and chop it, or use your mix and chop spatula and then finish it off in there. You can do a pork tenderloin, about 14 minutes for a 2 pounder, right in your microwave. Shred it up with the salad choppers, or with our, oh my gosh, it just totally left my head, the 2 big forks. Yeah. Oh, sorry, totally brain fart, don't even know it, but you could shred them up with the big meat forks. Yeah, the quick shred, gosh. Shred those up and do pulled pork sandwiches. I have a whole email document that I can email you, 150 recipes for the deep covered baker, the Magic Pot, that will give you so many one-pot meals that you can do right there in that baker. And the baker, if you're watching this now, you may be watching a replay. In November of 2022, when you host your own party, that baker is $99 normally. But in the month of November, you can get that baker for $39, you guys, when you host your own party. That's crazy. And it can change the way you look at cooking and running home from work and trying to get a meal on the table. So once that comes out, we're going to add in some bacon. And I just cut up some bacon in pieces and I just browned it in the skillet, so I have my bacon. We're going to add in some green onions, and I just chopped up some green onions here. We're going to stir those in, and I stir those in and leave them in, and then I chop up more later for people to add in. And then we're going to add in some cheddar cheese. Now remember, never pre-shredded. Pre-shredded has that powdery stuff, that silicone cellulose powder. It's a preservative. It makes your cheese gritty and grainy. It gives it a funky flavor. It doesn't melt well. Fresh cheese is best. It's the best flavor. And you have to have some way to grate it. And this is how we're going to do it with our coarse grater. So you have a little knob back here. You can either hold your grater out like this and grate. It can sit right over a bowl like this, and you can grate right down into the bowl. I I like putting it into its little teepee like this. Then you can put your holder on just like this, and you can put your chunks of cheese in just like this, and you can grate. Let's see if you guys will be able to see it from over here. You should be. So that you're grating like this, and I just kind of hold my hand on here until it gets down far enough, and then you take the little guard and you go right over. Nice fresh cheese. 4 ounces of cheese is 1 cup, so it's a little different. It's not 8 ounces of cheese is 1 cup. It's 4 ounces of cheese will make 1 cup of pre-shredded cheese. And I had mine sitting out a little while, so it was a little soft, so you have a little mess here. But when you're done, that cleans up easy because it goes in the dishwasher. I usually wash it off with a little hot water, right in the dishwasher, and then these 2 pieces right in the dishwasher too. But look at that, nice, fresh cheese, no preservatives, no nothing on it. Just nice, fresh, yummy cheese. So loaded baked potato chowder, super quick soup. Turkey microwave chili is another really great soup. Chicken parmesan soup, another really great soup that you can do right in here. There's lots and lots of comfort food soups that you can do in your deep covered baker right in the microwave. So loaded baked potato chowder is what's on our menu tonight. Once I have it all stirred up, I'll take a picture. I'll post it in the comments so you all can see it. If you want to get yourself a deep covered baker, contact me. We'll get you one ordered. If you want it really, really cheap, host your own virtual party so that we can get it. If you already have one and you would like the recipes, get a hold of me and I will be more than glad to send those out to you, because the magic pot is where it's at, you guys, especially for winter, especially for those comfort foods. See y'all soon.